Guys, when the phone stops, stop. Oh, guys, welcome back to Danny AFC TV, where once again I'll start with the betting catastrophe. One fucking team, man. Hull. To Hull, I'm back. They drew 1-1 with Fat Frank Lampard's Coventry. I'm fucking gutted. I can't believe it. One team again. Possibly Acker Insurance. I'll get my tenner back on a free bet for tomorrow or something. What a load of bollocks. Like, seriously. Oh my god. But anyway, Andrea Berta allegedly does not want the one, even though he's probably the number 2 at his club, about the number 10 for the Spanish national team. But Juan Garcia allegedly is not wanted by our new CEO, technical director, our new Edu, whatever you want to call him. But if this news is true this evening, I for one is absolutely fucking delighted. News number 2. I'm not holding my breath, but £300 million whopping spend for Arsenal Football Club in the first summer with Andrea Berta and Arteta being together, hand in hand, doing business. Now, as much as I don't believe it, I do believe for the first summer in many, many summers, we've got genuine money to come back into the club. Forget him, because they're probably all gone for free. Well, Party, I don't know. Anyway, Party, KT and Georgie, 2 out of the 3 are definitely gone. I reckon Party will go as well, so that'll be 3 out of the 3. Taking that massive 300 grand, just over, I think 510 grand a week away from our wage bill. But with that 510 grand a week, Zinchenko, 180, 160. Nelson, I don't know, probably 50. Tavares, probably the same, 50. Kiwar, 65, I believe. Trossard, 100 and change. Sorry, Lee. Jesus, 265 mil. Lokonga, I don't know, probably again in that 50, 60 million pound range. The keeper on loan in Spain, could we nick 5 million for him in any of God's green earth? I heard he's done all right. Is Mr. Carl Hein and Fabio Vieira. So, Party, Zinni, KT, that's a lot of wages down. Zinchenko, now if you text me one more time, I swear, I know you're all right, but yeah, my Duff, I'm streaming on my phone, guys. Fucking laptop decided to have a fucking heart attack and not turn on again today. Shouts out to Akers and Newey that I can see and Lindor so far. So, guys, if the news 700 million, 300 million pounds to spend was true, but I still doubt it. I don't see why though. It shouldn't be true because again, for the first time in many seasons, Vieira can fuck off. Trossard for me, sorry guys, can fuck off. Jesus, fuck off. Lokonga, fuck off. Kiwar, fuck off. Tavares, fuck off. Nelson, fuck off. Zinchenko, fuck off. Obviously, whatever we're paying in wages to Neto and Sterling, all fuck off. Party's wages, all fuck off. Jorginho's wages, all fuck off. Party earns 200 grand a week himself. Tierney's 130 or 40 grand a week, all fuck off. So again, I've devised how I would spend, and I've spent spot on £300 million, but we'll get into that in a moment. Let me get into a few of the comments so far. Right, how do I get this? Fuck my StreamYard link. I don't want to press it because it's getting in the way of the comments. Right, yo, it's the big man Lee Akers. What's going on, guys? Do be liking, do be subscribing if what happens to be new. Lindor, what's going on? Andrea Berta, he is one of our own. He's one of our own. He's one of our own. If one goes there and Superman, he don't come to my club. He's one of our own. He's one of our own. He's one of our own. If one goes there and Superman, he don't come to my club. He's one of our own. Because he's what? Whoa. Right, it won't let me pin the comments, guys. How do I do it again? Show on stage. Put user in timeout. Show on stage. What does that one do? Show on the stage. But then I can't see anything else. So fuck the stage. And now I can't move up or down. No, Lee, we have to fuck the stage off. Right. What else did Lee say? Second. Not even safe for us. Yeah, we should scrape second, bruvs. Like, well, it's not safe though. We'll look at that in a moment. Fuck Hull City. Oh, mate. 175. No, it's not bad on a 5-team accumulator when there's literally 5 games in the world and you're scrapping at straws. Like to have a bet. You cunts. But guys, Arsenal and Liverpool. I know it's a lot of media speculation and everything. We seem to be linked with exactly the same players. But Arsenal and Liverpool linked with £40 million Jarrell Hassel. Berta, as I just said, does not want the £25 million Juan Garcia. Guys, I would like you, Lee Akers, Lindor, Yui the bad man. I'd like you to start spending that £300 million. I've also, I hope it doesn't count, it shouldn't count, I've nicked Jonathan David on a free. So I'm already one player up and I haven't spent a penny. Leroy Sané is available on a free. Anyway, Arsenal, no. Morgan Gibbs-White, swap with Martinelli. Anyone? Morgan Gibbs-White, Martinelli. There is a lot of speculation about Morgan Gibbs-White. Allegedly, Forest have put a £100 million price tag on the fucking guy. He's decent. I'm not even sure if he's fucking 60 mil decent. But anyway, Dane Hudson and Milos Kerkez has been linked with both Arsenal and Liverpool today. £100 million double spectacular raid. Now, allegedly, Bournemouth wouldn't allow Kerkez to go for a penny less than 50 million, and Dane Hudson has got a £50 million release clause. Adugolea is available for £40 million. This is alleged. I think Real Madrid get more for him. But anyway, Kingsley Coman has been linked with Arsenal today. Allegedly, he's going to be available at the end of the season for £35 million. I do believe he has lost his place recently in the Bayern Munich team. Leroy Sané would consider a move to the Premier League and London and Arsenal Football Club. Jorginho looks like he could be out for the mega game at Real Madrid. Thomas Partey and Ben White, I hear, are also struggling. A new £300,000 a week deal is literally signed, sealed, and fucking delivered for Bakarai Saka. And thank God so. And Marian Skelly, new deal should be announced also very shortly. Irish boy, 17. I'm going to fuck up his name. Is it Cedric? Is it Cedric? Cedric O'Neill. Now, he's also another one out of our academy that is getting nutty reviews. I hear he plays as an attacking mid, can play on both wings, and Arsenal style can turn up in the centre of midfield. But him, you got Dowman. We've obviously got Skelly and Enwari. If there's 2 more knocking around next year, I wouldn't break my heart to see them 2. But again, they're all midfield and all attacking midfield, and they all wouldn't have a chance. I'm telling you what, if we spend the money in the right places, I wouldn't mind if shite come to shovel and you have to rely on 1 or 2 academy products like we have done with Skelly. Skelly has got to go back to central midfield. Every time I watch him now, it's like, or watch Arsenal, it's like I just monitor this kid playing football now. And every time he runs with the ball and glides into midfield. Because it could be because he's playing left back. I haven't seen his range of passing. I'd love to see him playing in the centre mid to just see, does he spray the ball left and right? Because he doesn't seem to have that in his locker. But he passes and moves it around lovely in the midfield. And I'd love to see him alongside Rice. Let's just say Partey is out. But of course, there's no Calafiori. What would you do at the back? So he's obviously going to play left back and he wouldn't suddenly just fling him in there. But fuck me, there must be a Bournemouth for a good team. There must be a Bournemouth for some to play this kid in centre mid. I want to be proved right that he is a central midfielder and he's so much more kind. He won't be that liability, sending off, harsh mistakes, fucking near misses the other day again when he fucking... Was it against Real Madrid? Who was it the other day? Was it in that shithole game the other day, 1-1 against Brentford? he was almost caught out immediately. Did he come on and almost get caught out absolutely immediately? But Irish boy, who knows about him? Rave reviews. I'm going to call him Cedric O'Neill. Anthony Gordon. Here's another one that's been linked with Arsenal and Liverpool. I don't know where. See, this is where it is just bullshit speculation. Like, they spent about, I don't know, 50 mil on him. He's linked with £60 million moves to Arsenal and Liverpool. They're going to want 100 mil for the cunt. And again, Anthony Gordon. He's I. He's not 100 million. I want to go through how I'd spend the £300 million. Now, it's give or take one or two things. Right, I've pegged in Victor Gyökeres at £70 million over Sesko at £60 million. Just about to turn 27. It's very average in England. Has murked it for exactly 1.5 years in Portugal. Scoring probably at least 70 goals in them 2 seasons thus far, which is fucking incredible. It probably is about 70 goals he's got. Considering since Arteta joined Arsenal 5.5 years ago, we probably haven't had... Well, Jesus certainly hasn't scored 70 goals for Arsenal. And Havertz hasn't scored 70 goals for Arsenal. So considering this little cunt has done it in a year and a half, is pretty special. He's not going to hit them numbers in the Premier League. I believe with Victor Gyökeres, it's vital, whether it's Arsenal, whether it's Man United. And Man United, that's a fuck you club at the moment. And it's been a fuck you club since Ferguson left. But I think Gyökeres could flop at Man United. I really do. I think you need to have a really good team, like, or even a Villa style. Say Villa was to lose Watkins to an Arsenal. I think Victor Gyökeres under an Emery would be a great striker. I just reckon if you went to a big club and there was 2 good strikers at that big club and pressure was building and you went 4 or 5 without a game, I reckon it would get really hard for a guy like Victor Gyökeres that smashed it just in the Portuguese league. Not sure on Sesko. Let's get into these comments. Right. 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 Hold on. There's loads of comments. Lovely. I love it when there's loads of comments. Right. Andrea Berti, one of our own. Mad forget would be the level on points. I think Man United, would be level with us on points had they not lost. Not Man United. They wouldn't. Man City. Well, yeah. I predicted when they were going through their world's wickedest of crisis, Man City crisis, Odegaard crisis. We're going to get into a lot of crises in a minute. I thought of one last night just for you. I wanted to fucking text him at like 2:30 in the morning. Who was it? A proper little like Jack Grealish crisis, but it wasn't. It was someone that obviously should be up there. I wanted to ask you, he was the geezer in crisis. But anyway, Man City, last 2 games. Exactly, bros. Second's not even safe for us. 100 million for Gibbs White. You're having a bubble, bruv. That's what a lot of teams allegedly are being quoted. Bournemouth centre-back Grimaresh. I love Dane Hudson. I think he's a brilliant player. Lee, do you remember when I was screaming about Dane Hudson? When he was not getting in the team at Juventus. Then he went to Roma on loan. This is when I was all in Archway, son. And then I thought he'd go back to Juventus and get in a team. And immediately he comes to Bournemouth. Like, not even I was ready for that about the 11 mil they spent. But I always liked him. And it was because he was left-footed as well. But Bournemouth centre-back, Grimaresh. Bros, Grimaresh, how much do you reckon? So how much are you spending here, bros? All right, Jonathan David, 3. Sesko, 60 mil. Simons. I haven't heard he's got any. Who's Nico? Oh, Nico Williams, 50. Sesko, I'm going to say 50. I'm going to let you off. 50 for Hudson, that's 150. Yeah, that's doable for 300 mil. Because that's 75 each for the other 2. Just about. I don't even know if that is doable. I think Newcastle want more than 75 for Grimaresh. And I reckon RB Leipzig want more than 75 for Simons. What are they getting for? 42 at the end of last season. 42. They're going to want double. 84.7 million they're going to want. You're definitely taking a piss for earning Jonathan David going over that 300 mil, bros. So I'm going to mark that up as Grimmer 80 million, and that would be cash. They wouldn't have a penny less than that. When I say cash, I mean no add-ons, hard-ons, etc. Simon's 80, 160. Hudson 50, 210. Sesko 60, 270, 289, 320 with Nico Williams and Jonathan David. £350 million of agent fees. And what do you call it? Signing on fee. That there, bros. You ain't got a reserve goalkeeper. Would be a wonderful window. And I would play Sector in goal. I'd have no reserve goalkeeper if that window could come true. Let me run mine by you and see if you like it. Lee, I'm coming to you as well. No, let's do Lee first, just in case he's gone. The Bournemouth centre. Whoa! The fuck have I gone and fucking fucked myself with? Aha. No. Where was it? Where the fuck was it, Lee, you bastard? It wasn't you, Lee. Where was it? Alright, here we go. The Bournemouth centre back would have to be back up. Well, I reckon he doesn't like Calafiore. I don't want Skelly in midfield, in his left back. And because he's left-footed, and you know Arteta's got a fetish, and he likes to fling people in different positions, I reckon Hudson plays left back. Again, touch wood, bros. Gabriel can't go through. Well, again, I know, all right, Gabriel's got an injury this season. Is he going to go through the whole of next season without an injury? Bro, we need to be super tight. I believe we've got away with one against Real Madrid if Key Warrior, especially with no fucking striker to fucking mention. Please don't mention Mourinho. Please, no one call him a striker. And maybe a 74% fit Saka. I think we're incredibly lucky to be 3-0 up, bros. But I also shit myself with Keywar at the back and Skelly at left back that this game ain't done. But please do not go anywhere, my real ones, because I want to get into that. Like Lee, and I'm asking no questions. I want you to spend £300 million, like UE just does, even though he spent roughly, easily he spent 320. Could be 340 even, but you know what I mean? We're going to let him off. That's what he wants. He hasn't got a backup keeper. I've had the good mind to add a backup goalkeeper and spend 25 million quid on the camp, and it ain't one fucking Garcelle. I want two good goalkeepers at my football club. Would have to be. Well, no, I reckon he plays 20 games at left back in the league and 10 at centre back. So that's 30 league games. I reckon he's happy with 30 league games out of 38. And then whatever in all the other cups, Champions League, etc. And if Keywar goes, someone has to be there. Tommy's non-to-fucking-existent. We know right back's all right. We got White and Timber there. Even though I think something will give there, you know. I don't think he'll have two players, very similar level. Is that disrespectful to say? And very similar ages. I think something will give there. One to keep an eye on. He'll look like a fucking prick if he sells White. He ain't getting 50. And he ain't going to let Timber go. Timber left back again. Anyway, I'm thinking too much of next season. Vlahovic could be available for £45 million. Manchester United are eyeing a £30 million move for the relegated Aaron Ramsdale. Talking of relegated players, no one's put their lap in their fucking team. 30 million quid. Leave. You know he's got a 30 million release clause. If Ipswich are relegated, which you already know they fucking are, well, it will be on Saturday when they play the champions Liverpool. So very quickly again, Irish teen wonder kid just turned 17. Cedric O'Neill is earning rave reviews with kids like Max Dowman in the reserves. Anthony Gordon has been linked with Arsenal and Liverpool. Non-runner. Jules Condé is persistently been linked with a £60 million move to Arsenal. Why? Now, because of Saliba, he lost his place at centre-back in the France squad, and he now plays right-back. He's been playing right-back for Barcelona for the last year and a half that I've been watching him. I've seen him plenty at centre-back for Barcelona. The last season and a half, and I do watch a lot of football, motherfuckers, He has been playing right back for Club Barcelona. Another right back? Again, surely not. And surely you'd go over 21 or 20, just about to turn 21-year-old Dane Hudson, who's got a £50 million release clause at Bournemouth. Lee, that's an ever exclusive. It's a £50 million release clause. Liam Delap, £30 million, as long as Ipswich are relegated. I think that's incredible money. Do I want him that badly? I'd rather Jonathan David on a free. And then someone who I believe can get 25 league goals next season, which is a lot to ask for. Benjamin Sesko ain't getting 25 league goals, possibly over 2 seasons at Arsenal. Definitely over a season off. He would struggle to do that. Again, Sesko is that type of guy, like when Liverpool had Firmino. When you have got Salah and Mane scoring 40 and 25 a season, 65 goals from your wing, you can have a striker getting 10. But he does a lot of other things, bringing in people. Last minute bangers from 30 yards that another guy wouldn't have thought of. Shots from the corner flag. He does do the absolute nuttiest and fruitiest things. And there's still, and at 21, could we all agree? I don't know. I don't think of 55, 60 mil. He's overly cheap for his goal scoring record. And if it's the only striker we bring in, fuck me, do I want a guy that's got 11 Bundesliga's goal this season? Fuck off. Fuck off. And fuck off. Do I fucking want a geezer that's got 11 fucking goals this season? Fuck, I think he scored last weekend. He might be on 12. Boo-hoo-hoo. Sorry, Yui. I know you checked for that geezer, but he can fuck himself. 12 goals. This was the season, yeah? After last season, we couldn't afford him and all that bullshit and sign a new contract. He should have murked it this year, knowing that Arsenal were going to come knock him. He's shit, bros. All right, he ain't shit, bros. And if money weren't a problem, I'd still love him. With Victor Gyökeres, with Hugo and Kantika, but 2 guys from Germany. Right, into the news one more time. Then I want our £300 million spent again. Yui, you can have one more crack at it, or if you're happy with that, save. Because I do believe you need a goalkeeper. And if you're going to bring in, I don't know, young Turkish goalkeeper, physique, technique, and can play ball out. But Arsenal and Liverpool have been linked with, of course, Dane Hudson and, of course, Jerome Cato, the left-footed centre-back who can play left-back. Of course, it's Arsenal here. With Arsenal and Liverpool today, how would cost you something like £40 million from Ajax? And as we know, with Dane Hudson, he has a 50... And that's a fucking steal almost. I like Dane Hudson. It's not a steal. No £50 million signing is a steal, but for a centre-back who's just turning 21 years old, he's had a full season at a good Bournemouth team under his belt. He's played for Juventus. He's played for Roma. He's made his debut for Spain. Played for Holland at various levels. I reckon he will be a regular centre-back for Spain very shortly. I think it's good money. Berta doesn't want Juan Garcia. Berta. Fucking turns me on already. If I hear something the same, I would rather Adam Walton. I would rather fucking Lee Akers rather than Zubimendi. We already have one bastard in the midfield called Marino, who's now a striker. What are we going to do with Zubimendi when he's shit next season? Play him up front. We're never going to see Mourinho again next year. Shit. Anyway, Goulet, available £40 million. I might have to have a read. No, I've already put Goulet in, of course. Turkish blood. Dane Hudson and Kerkez. That's Milos Kerkez, the left back, who has been fucking impressive as fuck. Liverpool do need a left back. Robertson, I think, is a little bit past it. Dane Hudson can play left back. Left-footed centre back. Both linked to Arsenal and Liverpool. Kingsley Coman, £35 million. Would any of you throw £35 million at Kingsley Coman? Or would any of you throw zero? But it would cost a lot in agent fees, signing on fees, and just dirty bastard because he wants a lot of money fees for Leroy Sané on a free contract. Jorginho, Ben White, and Thomas Partey are all doubts for the Bernabeu on Wednesday. I hope to have more information by the preview for Tuesday evening. A new 300 grand a week contract is close to being signed, sealed, and delivered for Bakary Saka. New deals, I was going to say same deals, but I mean new deals also for Skelly and Anwari. Jules Koundé has been linked with Arsenal, £60 million. I can't see where that one has come from. Irish boy, rave reviews, 17 years old. Cedric O'Neill is earning wonderful reviews in the Arsenal under 18s, or is it 21s? I'm not really sure. And Andy Gordon linked with again, both Arsenal and Liverpool. Vlahovic could be available for £45 million. He's discovered how to score. Nah, I don't know him. And Man United, I have £30 million. Aaron Ramsdale. Right, let's get into these comments. I honestly don't know where I'd spend it. I'd want Gorkras, Nico Williams, and another centre mid. I want a name on that fucking centre mid. Do you want to hear mine, bruvs? I still rate Pep, bruvs. And I heard Pep talking about this geezer at length the other day, and it makes me think Pep's going for him. He got asked a random question about Glasner, Crystal Palace. And he went into a speech about Adam Walton and how good he is. And now that he's back from injury, everything's changed for Palace and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Bruno Guimaraes would be good, but we can't get Isaac out of there. Bruno does look genuinely happy there. I also think it'd actually be quite hard to get him out of there. I reckon Newcastle will offer both the cunts big deals in the summer. If they make Champions League football and they just won a cup, they both might pen him. I don't know. And I reckon it's a lot of money. So, therefore, Williams, 49 million. Let's just say 50, obviously. Hudson, 50 mil. Reztes, the Toulouse #1 goalkeeper, 25 mil. He's a fucking talent, 21 years old. Adam Walton, I've penned him in at 70 mil. Palace are cunts, we know this. I wouldn't pay more than 70 mil for him. But if you're asking me to pay 52 for Zubimendi or 70 mil for a young English geezer that's again 21, he's been very good there. Where the fuck was that little fly? I just see a little fly come in front of me. I'll knock him the fuck out. Hands down. For the extra 18 mil, I'm going to have to go Adam Walton all day long. Victor Gyökeres, 70 mil. You little cunt. Where is he? Arda Güler, 35 mil. If you can't get Güler for 35 mil, I'd soon spend that 35 mil somewhere else. There would be a Kingsley Coman, even though I wouldn't really want him. I would find an attacking mid. Yui, your mate Ryan Turkey, or Arda Güler. Similar money for around that 35 mil mark. I've heard Turkey's actually got a 25 million release clause. So Akers wants Nico Williams and Gyökeres and a centre mid. Rumour Cosby not allowed to fly to Spain. Not sure it's true though. Oh gosh, that's why he's a doubt. Please. That's going to give me a headache, bruvs, because again, that's worse than Dennis Bergkamp not being able to fly, bruvs. That's like, you're nasty and you can't go there. Surely not, bruvs. Listen, if they can't do you nothing, you can, it sounds really ruthless to say, but you know what I mean? Do you like my big lemon in there? Big lemon! Can't decide between Sesko. It is awkward. One's 21, one's 27. And take away the last year and a half, which would be harsh, of Gyökeres, they've probably got fucking the same fucking scoring record. Very average. But obviously put that year and a half back in on Victor Gyökeres, and it makes him look like the best thing since sliced bread was fucking invented. Can't decide between Sesko and Gyökeres. I feel Gyökeres physically built for the Premier League. So yeah, but again, when he's running through all these cunts, is it because it's Portugal? I've seen him a couple of times in the European competitions. Home and away against us, I don't think I think he had one shot against us where he showed a bit of strength, left foot, bang. Was it a decent save by Real? But home and away against us, like, I don't think he was nothing to scream about. Man City, he did get a hat trick, didn't he? And I know it's still Man City, but they really were at their lowest point of a really low season by their standards. But I do get UE. Not sure on Sesko, same as Isaac is unrealistic. In an ideal world, he'd be our first signing. Yeah, the only way that happens, I do believe, is if the fucker makes noise, isn't it? Which you never know. Bruno seems to be more like, oh, I love the place, my family, my kids. And even though Isaac says the same things, you always feel like there's almost, but you never know. Maybe I read too much into it. Or body language. Rashford, Sancho, Anthony. He's having a good loan at Real Betis, any? Anthony. I don't know, bros. All three of the names we've just named there, well, two are joking by me, but they're all risk signings. Rashford's another one. The air, everything has to be superb. His barber had to have done his gym perfectly the night before because even that would give him the arsehole. Breakfast needs to be on point. And then, yeah, you got half a decent player. Other than that, wind him up in any way. I reckon you got a prick on your hands. I don't know with Rashford, man. I just don't know. Asensio has impressed me more at Villa. Gyökeres would fit in very well at Arsenal. Says Lee Akers. Hudson-Odoi I'd consider. We should have considered him then when allegedly we wanted him from fucking Chelsea, bros. Because at forest prices now, bros, they're not going to be fucking cheapest. What are you going to do? Knock on their door and say we'll give you a sweet 40 million quid? Because they're going to tell you to sweet fuck yourself. Especially if they made it anywhere near Champions League football. Hudson-Odoi, though, he could be one that says, fuck you, I want to go back to London. But who actually knows? But guys, do be liking, do be subscribing. Please get into the debate. Well, not the debate, the discussion. 300 million to spend. How would you spend? On how many players? Do put prices next to them. Try and be as realistic as possible. Gyökeres, we hear from people like that Italian cocksucker. What's his name? Forgot his name. The one that starts his stream, all these really fun. Oh, yes, I'm back. It's Fabrizio Ravanelli. Is it Fabrizio? Fabrizio Ravanelli, I'm going to call him until I remember. Romano. Is it? The prick. Him. He says 70. He was talking about 5 strikers being on the move in the summer. Not that I watch him often. It was the title that got me. 5 strikers guaranteed on move. Sesko's face was in it. Gyökeres' face was in it. And some other cunt. And I thought, we're linked with it. Probably Hugo and Kantika. And I thought, which one will I like most? Hugo and Kantika. The way he plays. Now, he kind of plays from the left, like an Henry. Like, I don't know. I'm not comparing him to Henry at all. I'm just saying. A lot of his work seems to come in from the left. And I like strikers like that. But again, we need someone that actually scores. Right, Lee Akers, Hudson-Odoi he'll consider. I meant Forest, bro. What are you talking about? If you're talking about Hudson-Odoi, I know what you're talking about. Kevin De Bruyne said he would join another English club. What in the fuck? So if Man City let him go rather than the other way around? Because I thought he was blatantly just off from them because he wanted a bit of Saudi money or something. Did he really? I wouldn't consider him, even though, oh God, he is good. Been a great player, but the demands of the Premier League, he can't do it every week now. Very, very true. Gerald Hatto says Vinnie Hendricks. I'd rather Dane Hudson, bros. Ajax allegedly want 40 million for the kid. Now I know he's only 19, but Hudson's 20, about to turn 21, and he has got a 50 million pound release clause. They're both left-footed. They're both central defenders. They're both young. They could both slot in at left back, I reckon, quite comfortably for whichever prospective club bought them. And there's a couple out there, left-footed centre backs, and they're usually at a premium. Ivan and Dikab looks like he's leaving Roma. He'll be into the last year of his contract at the end of the season. I liked him before he went to Roma on a free. I reckon we'll be in the market for some sort of defender again, and possibly left-footed. I don't know. Palace want Keyword, 25 millions. Would they make another £25 million mistake at Arsenal? Not saying he would be a mistake, but 25 would be too much for Keyword, in my opinion. I'd slap it off their hands. And if they did, I'd go for it, of course. And I'd spend another 25 and bring someone quality to the club, like Dane Hudson. Buying or selling Paulino in the summer. Paulino. Eh? Eh? I'm trying to think of all the central midfielders. Kimmich. That geezer with G, what's his name? He's shit, he's old. That Kimmich a bit old. Who? Geezer, that was at Fulham, what was his name? The centre mid that we never heard of again as soon as he went by him. You talking about him? Oh, I liked him at Fulham. There you go. Is that his name? Paulino. Fuck me, I've never heard of him again. That's why I forgot his name, bros. That's what I said. The centre mid at Fulham. I did say it before I see your second comment. The second comment. I promise you. Not for me, bros. I think he's 28. Not that that's old. Nah, bollocks. Fuck off, bollocks. Nah. I'm going back to Adam Morgan again. 21. English. Premier League proof. Well, you could say he was. Sometimes players just do well really at one club, and they weren't the greatest before they got there, and then they overture it by going to someone like Bayern Munich. I don't know. Unfair of me to say, probably, and he'll slot back into another Premier League team. Look at Douglas Luiz. Would you necessarily have him? He's been shit at Juventus. He was very good at Aston Villa. I still think I'm going Adam Morgan. Have to say this, Timber has been a good signing. Edu, I salute. I like him as well. I suppose I can't blame him for the first year, like, do you know what I mean? So yeah. So far, so good. Nah, he can fill in multiple places as well. And I'm wondering, is Ben White not the flavour of the month? Because I'm wondering why. Or is it just a fitness team going on? Why Ben White hasn't been tried at right back, Timber left back, Saliba, and then obviously at the moment, Keyword at the centre. I reckon that would be our strongest defence at this moment at our disposal. Considering that cocksucker that I said wouldn't play 20. How many games has he played? League games for Arsenal? I'm going to find that stream, Hughie. It must be days after we signed. I tell you why I didn't want him, and I tell you how many games he's going to play for us. I salute myself. Bruv, the fucking prick. All you have to do is look at his fucking career record and think, fuck me, come to the Premier League. He either gets injured because he's just injury prone, or he flings into tackles. And boy, if you're doing it, either way, in the Premier League, it's going to be double worse, in my opinion. Let's look at Thomas Partey. I have to say this, Timber. Yes, I agree. Put money on Real Madrid to win 4-0. Mbappe's going to do madness. Are you being serious? And you're like, as the Lord is watching you. Bro, I'm fucking scared of the first 20 minutes. And I know there's still 70 after that. and change. But that first 20, bro, imagine something disaster. Like, one would be bad in the first 20. But imagine they come firing out the traps and, like, it's like 2-0 or something in the first 20, 25 minutes. We're going to be sitting there like we've all done fucking line. All big up. Mate, that won't be the one. Vinny is back. Is Cisco even a starter? He is a starter every single game. So, yes. But he just doesn't score enough goals, bro. He is a starter. Every time I watch RB Leipzig play, he's there. And I've stalked him quite a lot. Do you know what I mean? Whether it was for Simmons, whether it was watching this dickhead last year, watching this dickhead again this year. And I don't really mean to call him a dickhead, but 11 goals. It's just not enough. In the Bundesliga. RB Leipzig haven't had their best season, but bollocks, do you know what I mean? He just doesn't score enough. As I said, he's that guy that would have been lovely at Liverpool when they had prime Salah, well, he's still pretty prime, and prime Sane when they had like Firmino in the middle, when you can have a guy that gets 10, 12 goals up front and a striker, because he does do a lot of other fucking donkey work for the team. He does do that. He is good in the air. He's physically strong. He pisses off deep. He does all sorts of things. He bangs them in from 30 yards. He's a fucking... There's no other striker like him, to be honest. He's very different. And at 21, there's actually a lot I like about him. But Premier League level, and considering we've got strikers that don't score goals, Jesus, Havertz, if you call him a striker. Apart from that, we ain't got a striker. So... given the same amount of Premier League minutes, he probably just about outscores Jesus, possibly. But who wants someone that possibly outscores Jesus? We want someone that fucking scores triple the prick. And as for Havertz, oh God, listen, he's all right, innit? He's just not the guy. And all competitions in, he could be on something similar, like 11, 12, 13, 14, whatever Havertz is on, 15, whackity whack top whacks. And that's going to be Havertz for the season. I could see this geezer, all competitions getting 15 across the season. For a striker at Arsenal Football Club, in my opinion, Vinny, it's an absolute no. But shouts out to you, Vinny. Do be liking, do be subscribing. Good night, Linda. Where the fuck are you going? He's shit, bruvs. Okay, he's not shit. Laugh out loud, Danny. You crack me up. He's not shit. It's just that goal scoring record, bruvs. And it's his goal scoring records. Well, in the 3 seasons he's been there. Has he even been there 4 years? 4 years he's been there. 3 years. What is it, bro? Like 5, then whatever, and then whatever. Like it's not mad. Well, as I said, if you look at Nico Williams in his life, he scored 15 goals. And I think he's got like literally just under that in assists, like 13 assists. Which I did think, is that a reason why no one's touched a cunt, even at £50 million? I still wouldn't say no to him. 21 years old. Fucking nice and pacey. There's a lot I like about him when I watch him, but then you start looking, you think, all right, I know he's only 21, but at Atletico Bilbao, should he be scoring more than 15 goals in 3-4 years? I reckon so. In fact, a winger with a reputation is meant to be so big. I want him to be scoring 15 a fucking season. Let's look what Salah does, for example. Saka can be 15 a season, like work. Martinelli's turned into a prick. He was good enough. He looked like he could have been going on that way. Okay, right. Gyökeres, Nico Williams, Zubimendi, Hato would be a dream summer for me. And I reckon you could do that with a reserve goalkeeper as well. The money should be around. Gyökeres, what's that? 70. Nico 50, 120. Let's say 55 for this prick. So 120, 175 with Zubimendi, 185, 195, 205, about 215 all in. And considering, I don't know how many of these you would sell personally, but for me, Vieira, Trossard, Jesus, Lokonga, Tavares, Kiwor, Nelson, Zinni can all fuck off. Party, at this moment, the way he's playing, I'd actually keep, but he looks like he'll probably go and won't be offered anything. Jorginho will go, and Tierney will go. That's already over 500 grand a week in fucking wages that is actually saved at the club. Take away another 180, 190 for Zinni. Key was probably on 65. Trossard's on what? One and quite a lot of change. I don't know factually. What else you got in there that's a highish earner? I don't know. But Tavares, Nelson, Lokongas, Vieira's, they're all 50, 60 grand a week players. Same with Keywar. The higher earners, obviously, in that list is Jesus 265. Get him to fuck out wage bill and try and get a bit of money for him. Trossard is on at least 150, 160. Zinni's on about 160, 180. Party's on 200 grand a week. Jorginho's on about 160. Tierney's on 130. A lot of money to be saved. Whatever we're giving Sterling and Neto, respectively, they can both fuck off and play with themselves. But nice one, Vinny. Wouldn't be the worst window. How, as I said, I'd rather bump 10 million on that and take Dane Hudson. If we're after a left-footed centre-back who can play left-back, I'm going Dane Hudson all day at 50 mil. Be a lot more harder to get him. I reckon there'll be a lot more teams after him, with all respect to Hatto. Zubimendi, don't really like. Craig is in the building. Danny Biggin. Apparently, Berta is already in talks to get rid of several recruitment staff to revamp things and get things done. It's a no-brainer. And bro, I hope it's true. I've also heard he's already making noises about the prospective 25 million euro, though it is, signing of Juan Garcia, because I think that's 25 million euro down the drain. He's shit. He is a guy that possibly is a Spaniard's number 2, Spain's number 10. Fuck you. Other one, Craig, before I do get out of here, there was talk today we're going to have as much as a £300 million war chest for the first hand-in-hand partnership of Berta and Arteta. Now, even though I slightly dismiss it, we didn't spend fuck all in January. The summer before, let's do this all over again. January, fuck all. Summer, we spent what we fucking signed. Do you know what I mean? As in, like 75 mil in, out. You know what I mean? So, I reckon, even that, according to financial fair play, we should be able to spend £300 million and possibly be all right. But again, Craig, you know, I'll fuck off people like Vieira, Trossard, Jesus. I don't know if you was listening a minute ago, so I will repeat them. Lokonga, Keywar, Tavares, Nelson, Zinni, and we all know Party, KT, and Georgie are all going to fuck off and freeze. That is a bundle of my life. Over 500 grand a week just on the Party, 200 grand a week. Oh, it's about 500 grand a week. Party, you cunt. Sorry, Party, KT, and Jorginho is roughly about 500 grand a week. Perhaps just under. I think Georgie's on about 160. KT's on about 140. All right, so what's that? Yeah, it's about 500 grand a week. Bollocks. That's a lot of grand a week to save. And if this geezer can get money in for the Nelsons, Lokongas, Tavares is a done deal at 5 mil, which is pathetic. Trossard, Jesus, Vieira, I'll be a happy gooner. Anyway, so because you came in late to that, Craig, with all of that to sell and the transfers that are going out on our free, I reckon we can spend 300 mil. Why the fuck can't we? Especially if all of them sells, like, as bad as we are selling, like, I don't know, Vieira 15, Trossard 15, Jesus 20, Lokonga 10, Tavares 5, Keywar 15, Nelson 15, Zinni 15. I don't know if I've overpriced any of them. I don't know if I've underpriced any of them. But all together, that's about 120. Which, again, will take down that total 300 mil spend, looking at it like that, to about 180. In that 300 mil, Craig, if you're wondering, I'd be going for Nico Williams, 50 mil. Dane Hudson, 50 mil. Restes, the Toulouse number 1, 25 mil. Controversial, Adam Walton, 70 mil. I'd rather that than Zubimendi. Gyökeres, 70 mil. And then someone for 35 mil. Allegedly, Galer is available for around that kind of sum of money. What else is Craig saying? Top Gooners have already started saying Saka. Uh, repeating Henri performance at the Bernabeu. Not so sure. Carl Hein promoted Bournemouth. Hold on, Carl Hein promoted Bournemouth. Carl Hein promoted. He doesn't want a goalkeeper. I like it. So I was like, who did he promote? What? I was baffed just reading that over and over again. Promoted. All right, love you, Yui. Bournemouth centre back Dane Hudson, Ramirez, Galea, Sesko, Gorkarez. I'm counting that, bros, to be a bitch. 70, 89, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170. 180, 190, 210, 220. 220, I can tell you, give or take, is right. What are we marking this fucker here at? We've got 80 mil to spend anyway, so you could say the whole 80. Fuck it, 80, Ramirez, that's 300 mil. So, goalkeepers is going Rhea, Haim, Septon. That's a fucking risky week, because look at Liverpool. And I know we're not Liverpool, and I know Rhea hasn't got an injury record like Allinson. That will derail a season. And Liverpool have still pissed the league. The guy has been injured like 5 times this season. Praise Carragher. He's available at the end of the season because he's double pissed that they've got that Mavish coming over from Valencia for 25 mil. He's an ever good goalkeeper. If he was still available at that 25 mil mark, it'd have been a toss up between him and Restes for me. Not Juan Garcia. I like that, Yui. How good has anyone seen how Hein has been? I've heard he's been okay. I also heard he was slightly been linked with Man United because they want to buy 2 goalkeepers. So Ramsdale's been linked, Hein's been linked, and a few others, yeah. But allegedly he wanted Hein. He tried to get Hein twice at Sporting CP. At Sporting, let me stop calling that. Sporting fucking Lisbon. I reckon the future of the club is looking brighter with Berta. The recruitment in recruitment was poor last summer, but reckon we'll see bigger names incoming. Well, who knows? Maybe Eddie had kicked up a fuss. That's why he was put on gardening leave and obviously gone after 10 games. Maybe there was a big uproar with Calafore, Merino, and then the 2 shitty loan signings. But then someone would have still had to have had a word with someone at the club, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, whatever the reason, lovely. Danny, it's my son's 10th birthday today. Happy 10th birthday to Craigie boy Sam. So shouts out to little Craig. Not sure of your name, little man, but happy birthday. I know it is before midnight, so happy birthday. And what a champion you must feel, because it is the school holidays. I'm sure you're still on holiday, ain't you? So you've got no school in the morning. He's got no school in the morning. No school in the morning. So don't have too many Stellas with that. I'm joking. But yeah. No school in the morning. I like Berta. Looks like he don't play. I'm hoping so, bros. Again, we've still got absolutely zero evidence or zero idea on this. If it's true about not wanting Juan Garcia, whoa, that's certainly a wonderful piece of news. That's certainly a wonderful piece of news if it is the truth that he doesn't want Juan Garcia. Because surely that would mean, like, because obviously he's worked in Spain, even though he's Italian, he's worked in Spain for quite a while now. He must know Zubamendi. Like, Atletico Madrid, how many midfielders have they bought in that time? Like Conor Gallagher's. Like, they never obviously considered this Zubamendi once. Would Zubamendi have had a problem going Atletico Madrid as well, as he didn't want to go Liverpool and win a league this year? Dickhead. Imagine that. I'm actually glad he didn't go, actually, because Super fans were like, look, Zubamendi went Liverpool and he won the fucking league. He won the league. No, fuck that. I'm actually so glad every Arsenal fan would be like, that could have been us with Zubamendi. Look at, and they'll find 2 good passes he made in a Liverpool shirt. With passes like this, it's no wonder Liverpool are champions. Craig knows the exact wankers I'm talking about on X. Zimmerman near to Liverpool. No wonder they won that league. Well, they won the league without him. Bollocks. With a manager from the fucking Eredivisie. Erdi. I'm liking him. Question, Danny. If Partey is out like Jorginho, what would your midfield be for Wednesday? Can I have your attention, please? Down, 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 down. We're gonna have a problem here. Rice and Skelly, bro. Skelly's a central midfielder. I just know it's unrealistic and it won't happen. But honestly, my team would read pretty much something like this: Raya in goal. If there's a God, Ben White at right back. Left back could be Timber. Centre back, Kiwar and Saliba. Centre mid. And I know he wouldn't let us stand there because he hasn't let us stand at left back and he's not a left back. Skelly, Rice. Sounds beautiful to me. Erdegaard, he'll keep an eye on the boy as well by coming back a lot. It is Madrid. We are 3-0 up. So a nice, strong three-man midfield of Elde, Skelly and Rice. The guy that doesn't score or doesn't assist will be on the left. Clearly Martinelli. Because he works hard. I don't know what else he does anymore apart from working. Saka on the right. There's no point thinking about it because it'll be Mourinho up front. I'd still say Nwari. I'd go Sterling ahead of him. Just for the pace. I know he's been shit. Fuck it. Just leave it where it is. Mourinho. That leaves you a bench of... Who's the backup keeper? No. Fuck knows what we've got in defence. Have we got any more defenders at the club? We're going to have a problem here. Fuck me. Our bench is going to be super thin, isn't it? Because I can hardly put two together. Neto? No sign of California anywhere, no? Right, Neto. We've already said Partey and Georgia out. So Neto, and Neto. Oh, fuck knows. Butler on the edgy and Nwari and fuck me. Woo. The bench against Madrid is going to be something fucking fucked up, isn't it? We're going to have that Albanian geezer, Maldini Calcuri. It could have been Aiden Haven, but no, Arteta didn't like him. We could have had Kibo Obi Martins, but no, Arteta didn't like him. Anyway, yeah, that would be my team, Craigie. Always is everywhere. If I can give my opinion, I'd actually try Timber at central defence in midfield and White at right back. I can see why you say that because the guy can fucking play everywhere. Like he can comfortably play left back, right back, and centre back. To be honest with you, which is a rather complete defender. Like I actually am so surprised. That I haven't found fault in him in pretty much any position. I'm not saying he hasn't had a bad game. He has. But would I fault him in any of the three positions at the back? But to answer your question, not in the Bernabeu, but I don't know though. If Partey and Georgie wasn't about, nah, you mind, you're going to take too much out of the defence, my brother. See, nah, it just weakens this shit up. I would take Skelly out of the defence because I don't believe having Timber at left back makes left back a lot stronger. And I love Skelly. Skelly is a central midfielder, bro. He's never played left back before Arteta decides to debut him off at left back. He's played centre mid all his career in under 16s, 18s, and 21s at Arsenal kid level. But interesting though, Vinny. That's something I would look at in future games, not against Madrid. Reason being, you're just going to take too much. Bros, no, you got Vinny. No. Whoa, I'm going to slow you down. Bro, Vinny And Mbappe likes hugging the left as well. Nah, bruvs, we really need Timber there. And if not Timber, at minimum, you need Ben White. That's what I mean. And Skelly could get done by Rodrigo. And if Mbappe wanted to fuck off over there as well, when I say over there to that side, bruvs, I'd like to see Ben White at right back. I'd like to see Timber at left back the more and more I think about it. Because this game ain't done, bruvs. Kiwa was alright, innit? Kiwa and Saliba at centre back. I'm going, please Ben White be back. And if not, please Calafiore, but he'll fucking just go off injured if he comes back and he's rushed. But Calafiore left back and Timber right back, I sleep soundly of that as well. But he won't do that. He always plays Skelly over Calafiore. So what makes me wonder, you paella-eating prick of a manager, why did you buy Calafiore at 42 million? Porco Dio mi grande mi cazzo, eh? Why did you buy him? He plays a centre midfield there. So I don't know, guys. Please, before I do go, give me your who would your 1 to 11 be? So I'll do that again slowly, just in case. And especially if there's any Jorginho and Party fucking around in the central midfield, this 11 is as simple as any other 11 for me. It should be realistic, but he won't put Skelly in his rightful position. But my team, honestly, Madrid. I'm banking on Ben White being back, obviously. But anyway, Rare in goal. Or Calafiore. Just one of the two cunts. But anyway, preferably, Rare in goal. Ben White at right back. Timber at left back. Because their wingers are going to go nuts. They're going to have Vinny going at us. They're going to have Rodrigo going at us, even though he was shit in the first leg, Rodrigo, admittedly. But will he be shit like that again? I doubt it. Vinny and Mbappe, I fucking shit myself. Which makes me really think I do want Timber at right back. Fuck it, I'm leaving it as it is for a minute. Ben White at right back, left back fucking Timber, Kiwa and Saliba at centre backs. Central midfield, it's fucking Skelly, left-footed, alongside Rice. Odegaard just ahead of him. Sounds beautiful for me. The guy that doesn't score or doesn't assist on the left, Saka on the right, and that guy, the multi-million pound striker himself, fucking Mikel fucking Mourinho. It leaves us a very shy bench, but fuck it. It's the Bernabeu. Go out there and fucking die for us, boys. PSG are waiting. Well, probably, but you never know with Aston Villa, you know. I Villa at home for the second leg. You fucking never know with Villa. And why? Because Emery's a good manager. And he knows. In fact, how many times have I seen an Emery team fucking come back from being behind? Quite a few times. And that's in Spain, Seville, was it Valencia? No, Villarreal, Seville. Anyways. Very interesting, my brother. Show on stage. Well, there you go. But that means I can't see no other comments. So we have to go back off. Walton, Blackburn, Palace, Man City, Gorkers. Hold on. Walton. Oh, Blackburn. I get it. And Palace. Palace to Man City. Oh, I get it. Yeah, sorry, I was wondering. Yep, Gorkers can do the same. He's not 21, bros, but okay. He can do. I just think, because again, provided he's our number one striker, which he should be, unless he starts if he started interchanging, he habits quite a lot on that, bro. And let's just say he went a few games, and I know this is different parts. I'm not his dad. I'm not his how I feel. I know him in so in depth, but I reckon at 27, bro, the reason why no one's ever bought the cunt is because he ain't that good, and he's played for Swansea, Coventry. He's been average at these clubs, and I think Brighton for a year. Then suddenly he went to Portugal and smashed it. I know it's harsh of me. But there's still nothing that lights it up, that flame in me that says that is the striker I want. Right, again, as Lee did say, because it's funny, none of us have really mentioned him tonight apart from Lee one. Isaac. I think we've just all forgot about it because number one, Newcastle are going to probably get Champions League football. They're looking good. Smash the life out of Man United. Some teams after winning the Caravan Cup sort of take their foot off the pedal when it goes a little bit slow for a minute. I reckon, if anything, they've got a touch better, not a touch better, but just that whole crowd, the whole nuttiness, the whole area being lit up. I just think it's kind of done the 10% for their performance as well, if you get what I mean. Fuck me, I almost knew how to not word that in a minute. We'll have no choice to play a free of Rice, Marino, Erdegaard, if that's the case. I'll so put Scully there, bros. Especially if White or Calafiore are fit. Bros, you see if White and Calafiore and Partey and Jorginho are out. Like, Jorginho's non-existent, but Partey's a fucking sore miss in the Bernabeu, bros. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Yuri, I love you. Fuck, we're already in trouble a little bit. Jesus, and we're 3-0 up. Odegaard needs to go Brighton. No. Do you like Cisco? I thought he'd be a lot more productive at Ipswich. He was good yesterday against Chelsea. I watched what they would call extended highlights of the Chelsea to Ipswich team. Again, stalking the lap. Who did have quite a quiet game. Still very awkward though. Like corners, free kicks. He's always about and battling somewhere. He's got that to him. So when he has a quiet game, from what I've seen of him so far, he tends to be working. And at 30 million quid, I might have to relook at this whole list of my signings again. But Jonathan David on a free, like that's a still like Lee. You know this geezer's got, I think the minimum is 11 goals in the Champions League this season. Like Sesko's got 11 this season, period. Jonathan David, who's on a free, has got 11 goals. And I think he's got 20 in the fucking, we're going to call it a Farmers League, but if he's playing in a Farmers League, so the fuck his goal career is. Bollocks. Portugal ain't been that hot for a minute, bruv. Portugal used to be alright when the Benficas and that were doing well in Europe and Sporting Lisbon's had their moments. Do you know what I mean? For me, Portugal's, I don't know, a bit Portuguese, a bit Portuguese, a bit Spursy. Odegaard's been an embarrassment this season. Listen, he's had his moments, but as a captain, as your number 10, like when Saka was out as well, that was quite an unforgivable period. Like, it was like he was a lost puppy. Like, I realise there isn't that many more world-class players to do that inter-passing with and everything. But fuck me, you're meant to be a good player yourself, no? I reckon he's undroppable at the club, but yeah. Listen, money can't go that far, but I'd love to see a little bit of competition there. And Wari, I think will be our backup for Saka next year. I'm content with that. On the left, I don't know. Could we sell Martinelli and bring in 2 wingers? If you sold Martinelli and Trossard, you would definitely need the minimum of 2 wingers. 2 good wingers to battle with Saka and Awari. That wouldn't be the worst idea, though. Trying to cash in on the pair of them. What could you get for the pair of them? I still think 60 for Martinelli's pushing it, but I'd like to think you could get that for him. 20 out of push for Trossard. 80 mil for the pair of them. What does that get you? Obviously, you'd have to spend a bit, but Nico Williams and what? Another class winger. Rafa Leao, I reckon they want 100 mil, and I think he's 2. Then again, though, I was looking at his stats. In 255 Serie A games, fuck did I write it? In 255 Serie A games, he's got more goals than assists. But in 255 Serie A games, he's got 68 goals and 55 assists. 60, 70, 89, 110, 118, 119, 21, 23. So as certain sports news would say, that's 123 goal involvements in 255 games. 2 123s, 120 is 146. It's a goal involvement one every 2 games, basically, in Italian football. For AC Milan, who are sometimes doing very well, but for an AC Milan team that have been very shit. It's not the worst stats in the world. And I wonder if Nico Williams had played 255 games. I can't look now. I'd love to look, so I'm on my phone. The computer died. I think that's why visually it's probably quite good tonight. The visuals are probably good. This Nico Williams has got like 14, 15 goals in his career. That's Europe, Spain, Cup, Copa del Rey, the works. Is that a clue on why no cunts activated his 50 million release clause? I don't know. If he were 23, 24, yeah, it'd be shocking, but he's 21, right? So, is it that bad? And saying that, I think he's got like 15 goals, and was it 9 assists in his career? That's 24 in goal involvements in his life. I think for a winger, I want more, but then again, that's probably more than Martinelli at the moment. I'm going to rethink this list. I'm selling more players, bro. There's going to have to be a sacrifice, bro. I want more money to spend. Does it necessarily mean we make sacrifices like a Gabriel? 100 mil, bringing Dane Hudson 50 mil. I'd rather not do that. Still an interesting idea. But no. Martinelli, Trossard, Jesus. There's too many other cunts and high earners, bros. Trossard earns a decent piece. Jesus 265. But if he ain't fit by pre-season, we ain't probably got a shit chance of in hell or ball bag of actually getting any money for him. But if Jonathan David on a free, I wouldn't take Leroy Sané. Would any of you motherfuckers take Leroy Sané? But then I'm talking about sacrificing Trossard and Martinelli for 2 wingers. I don't know if I'd want 2 wingers, Nico Williams and Sané, but then again, oh, fuck. They're probably both better than fuck. Is Sané better than Trossard? Both the same age. Shit, sorry, Lee. I think I actually happily would trade. Right, can we put it like this? Lee, Yui, would, and anyone else, Vinny, if you're there, would you trade, not like money-wise, I'm talking just, would you basically fuck off Trossard in order to get Sane, fuck off Martinelli in order to get Williams, and then give yourself more money to work around that team? Let's pretend we did have 300 million once again to spend. But obviously, the Arsenal board have already clued up Berta and Arteta, like, you've got £300 million to spend, top whack. And obviously, whatever you lot take back in sales, that's coming to us. Okay. Fair enough. There's still 300 million in the bank if it was worked out like that. Because I still think there's a lot of player sales. The Zinchenko's, the Jesuses, the Vieiras, the Trossards, etc., the Kiwars, the Tommy Yasus. They can all fuck off for me. And the list goes on and on. And then there's all the people that will leave on freeze. The Jorginhos, the Thomas Parties. Even though, if central midfield crises, I'd like to think would offer Thomas Partey a 6-month, a 1-year deal. Right, Erdegaard has been a fucking embarrassment. Well said, Leo, because Bournemouth centre back, Bournemouth left back, that's 100 mil. Grimares, I'm not giving him less to you, bros, for 80 mil. You put your bid in. Sesko 60. Bournemouth winger. Bros, what are you trying? Are you trying to fuck Bournemouth like this, bros? Could you imagine going to Bournemouth to fucking, even if they would sell all 3, bros, and they're Bournemouth and they're probably a selling club, for one club to single-handedly come and take all 3, like, they're not going to want to, but then again, if you've got any chance of paying hard-ons on it, it's like, well, we're taking all 3 of them. We're going to pay you like 15 million over the odds for all of them. But we're playing in hard-ons. But, and add-ons. But, so he wants Samiedo, risk. Sesko, risk. I don't think Kirkers is a risk, because look at Kukurea. I don't give a fuck who you are. We all thought Cucurella was decent. So did Chelsea. They thought he was £63 million worth of decent. I get scared of left backs that pop up at these. It's so harsh to say, and I know Lee. So where the fuck do you want Danny? Well, not him. How's about that? You fucking brass before you start on me. And I do get you, Lee. I'm scared of a lot of things, especially when it comes to Arsenal Football Club. But you've got to be out here, California and Mourinho. And look what else happened in the window. You've got to be scared, bros. My 11 would be, right, nice one, Craig. Thank you for everyone still persevering. Rea, Timber, Tierney, Saliba, Kiwa. Let me do that backwards. Timber right back, Tierney left back, Saliba Kiwa. So I don't need to do it backwards. Sorry, it's because I see Tierney. It just shocked me. All right, cool. Interesting. Has he got a wee fucking kiss there? Did you ken what I mean, wee man? I fucking forgot. I fucking mentioned his name, leaving on a free transfer about 15 fucking times tonight. Did I think about putting him in the fucking game for the fucking Madrid? Did I think? But who knows? He did start him the other day. That might have been not just to give people a rush, you know. He might have been giving him a run out, thinking he might have no choice. A guy leaving doesn't give a fuck out, but he shops in Tesco. He's fucking professional. So he wouldn't deliberately let you down. Let me do the rest of the team. Rea, Timber, Tierney, Saliba, Kiwa. Right, he's gone with me. Don't know about the Zinchenko bit. What about Erdi? No, Erdi. Have you dropped Erdi? Fuck. Skelly, Rice. I'm going to say Erdegaard for you. Saka, Martinelli, Mourinho. Where's Erdegaard? I know he's been shocking. Would you drop him like that? Fuck me, you're ruthless, Craig. The captain, away at the Bernabeu, Real Madrid, his former club, even though he played about a game for them in 7 years. One game, I don't know. Craig, you're a ruthless motherfucker. I love it. I wouldn't quite do it because I don't believe we've got the necessary replacements at hand. And with so many injuries across the whole squad, it's personally not for me, but fuck me. I don't trust Zinchenko. I think he's a dirty little bastard. But very interesting. Very, very interesting. Shouts out to you, Craig. What's going on here? White and Jorginho are both out. Party is very doubtful too. White and Jorginho are both out. I take it Callum's definitely not out. Definitely not been any. I didn't stalk any training videos today. I take it California is definitely not turned up, no? Little cunt he's turned out to be. Fucking into fucking national duty as well. Do you know what, bro? The next cunt we sign, bros, we want to fucking listen. If you're playing Gibraltar or someone like that, with respect, you're putting in this contract right now, you're not going. I don't give a fuck. Big games, I hear you. World Cup qualifiers, all right, cool. Begrudgingly, I hear you. A few European qualifiers, again, okay, I hear you. Gibraltar, Macedonia, fuck you, you're not fucking. Kosovo, fuck you, you're not going. Cunt. San fucking Reno, you're not going. Scotland, you're not going. Northern Ireland, you're not going. Republic of Ireland, you're not going, bros. The fuck, bros. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck international football, bros. Porco enough to give me the fucking hump. But it is time for me to go, people. Shit, look at that already. I've already been in the building for an hour and 20 because I love it. Doesn't matter if there's 2 of us or 20 million of us, guys. If the conversation is good, I stay. Shouts out to Craig, to Yui, and Lee Akers, absolutely mainly. You have been the guys commenting the most. Shouts out to anyone that else been here. There hasn't been that many, actually. Linda. I don't know. There hasn't actually been that many here. But again, couldn't give a fuck how many's here. When the conversation's flowing, Mr. Vinny, of course, when the conversation's flowing just like this, I could go on all day. So shouts out to all of my real ones. Do get likes on the video. Do subscribe if you're new. I shall be back 10 p.m. tomorrow. I've got to try and fix my laptop again. I fucking don't believe it. I don't believe it died on me. It's got my manager game in there, LMA. Like, I can't. No, 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 no. It can't die. It's just Apple. Your life don't end there. Warn me when you're gonna die. It kind of has, you know. And that there was very interesting. But without further ado, I'm gonna get out of here. My battery died. So guys, peace out. I must have known it was gonna happen because I was trying to get out anyway. So peace out, people. Shouts out to Craig, Yui, Fuck, mate. Someone's having a laugh at it. So let me just sit here with charger in. But again, shout out to all the real ones. Do be liking, do be fuck off, do be subscribing. Why does people anyway, not even off a fucking live stream. Where does this charger reach to? Absolutely nowhere. This should we twist my head? Well, no. What about if I go like this? But where was we? Nicola Berta, he could prove to be the absolute man. No one Garcia. If there's no Zubimendi, like use imagination. I know Cameron Ingram for UE. He works more for me than Zubimendi, but yeah. Adam Walton, what's realistic? But whatever it is, people, it is definitely time for me to go. My battery ain't gonna have it. Peace out. God bless. I'll see you tomorrow at 10 p.m. live. And yes, Real Madrid, Arsenal, Part 2, the Bernabeu, and injuries of plenty is on the way. Peace out, people. Respect. How do I end the motherfucker?